So, EasySMX had hooked me up with a pretty interesting controller last month, and I have been using it since then. And pretty much I am loving this controller, which is none other than the EasySMX D05. But why did I love it exactly? And for that, let's hop into our today's impression video of this. And full disclosure alert, this controller was sent to me by EasySMX themselves, and there's a 15% discount code for you guys. So use Norsonabil D05 on the given link below. And for the Bangladeshi folks out here, you can also pre-order this on Gadget Nova with the following link in the description box. And now let's start the unboxing of this controller. And the box this controller comes in is a pretty simple cardboard box with an average unboxing experience. And on the box, there was all the info regarding the controller on both front and the back. And now opening the box, at first we get the user manual, also known as the quick start guide, and going through it is recommended as this controller is pretty much feature packed. Then you get the charging dock at the bottom of the box, and this is a pretty lightweight one and nothing much to it. This is a pretty decently built plastic dock with the charging pins on the top, which makes the controller sit firmly, with also making it act as a display stand for the controller. Plus there is a USB pass-through for the 2.4 GHz dongle to be inserted there for a cleaner look. Overall, I am loving this dock. And after the dock, on the right side of the box, there is a small compartment which has the 2.4 GHz dongle in a small plastic bag, and this can receive up to 1 kHz polling rate. After that, there is the non-braided Type-C to A cable, which is for both charging and for using the controller in wired mode. Lastly, on the top, we finally get our controller, and getting it out of the plastic wrap, we finally have a look at the beautifully matte finished EasySMX D05. And man, I am in love with this controller on its first try. The very familiar Xbox layout of this controller gave me a sense of familiarity to the style of it, and the body feels to have a hard ABS plastic mid-shell, which is also transparent, and this gives the proper look inside the controller. And you will be very wrong if you guess that a transparent controller won't have RGB. And the RGB glow is pretty cool, which we can see are on the two thumbsticks, but the glow also spreads to the sides and makes the controller look much more cooler. But this RGB affects the battery life big time. And while the matte finish of the controller makes it pretty comfortable to hold on, as you can see here, it is also prone to sweat spots or oils. Then again, considering the comfort and being a Xbox based layout, the thumbsticks are perfectly placed and they didn't feel any weird to use, but they're a bit scratchy when they rub against the wall, which can be improved. Also, the button layout seems to be a bit unique, excluding the XYB button, which are placed as they should be, and they are membrane buttons, but the home button as well as the other menu and feature buttons are conveniently placed right on the middle without spreading too much. And the gold color of the D-pad gives the controller a bit premium look to it, which is also of membrane buttons. Then going on the top, we see that the gold accent also extends there with the left trigger and the right trigger, and they are surprisingly good for the price they come in, which are obviously Hall effect, and the LB and RB above them also feels pretty good with the zero wobble, and they are made of membrane buttons. And on the middle, we see that the Type-C port, which is for charging plus wired mode. And lastly, going to the bottom, we see that the controller looks pretty clean here. We can see that the transparent housing feels more visible on the back with a glimpse to the internal, but there are no more changing buttons on the back, it seems. But then again, there are two macro buttons which can be set as per your needs. Also, we can see this controller has textured side grips, no rubberized coat, but this doesn't decrease the grippiness of it. So far, I'm really enjoying this controller, and I haven't faced any kind of performance issue. And the charging dock, even though isn't magnetic, seems to have a good stability, and I personally didn't have anything to complain so far. But I'll be having a deep down review on this, including the disassembly to check on the internals. So stay tuned till then for my full review, and thank you for joining in. So stay safe, and if you guys want to join my social media or Discord community, all the links will be added in the description box. And thank you.